There's a stranger living inside you, watching through your eyes, whispering in your darkest moments. It remembers every shameful thought you've suppressed, every cruel fantasy you've denied, every part of yourself you've locked away. Carl Jung called it the shadow, and what you're about to discover will change how you see yourself forever. This isn't metaphor, it's neuroscience. Your unconscious mind makes 95% of your daily decisions before you're even aware of them. That sudden rage that surprises you, those inexplicable self-sabotaging choices, all your shadow's handiwork. Let me ask you something. Why do we dream of things we never admit to wanting? Why do good people suddenly snap? And why do we often become what we hate most? Jung's answer would shock most therapists today. Your conscious mind isn't in control. It's just a spokesperson, taking credit for decisions already made in the shadows. Look at history's most extreme cases. The priest who preached morality while running secret torture dungeons. The feminist activist who privately abused her female staff. The self-help guru, addicted to destroying his followers' self-esteem. These aren't hypocrites. They're mirrors, reflections of what happens when the shadow takes full control. Ever notice how the people who judge hardest often fall into the exact sins they condemn? The homophobic politician caught with male escorts. The anti-corruption crusader embezzling funds. This is shadow projection in action. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You're already doing this too. That coworker you can't stand. They're showing you what you deny in yourself. That ex you call crazy. They're acting out emotions you refuse to feel. Before you dismiss this as dark fantasy, consider the Harvard study that proved people judge others most harshly for traits they secretly share. The more you hate something in others, the more likely it's your own shadow staring back at you. Society teaches us to disown these dark parts. Don't be selfish. Control your anger. Nice girls don't want that. But Jung discovered the terrifying truth. What we repress doesn't disappear. It grows stronger in the darkness. Think about your last inexplicable outburst, that moment of cruel words you couldn't explain. The sudden urge to destroy something beautiful in your life. These aren't mistakes. They're your shadow breaking through. The wealthy businessman who suddenly abandons everything to live in the woods. The devoted wife who has an affair with someone completely unlike her husband. The straightest student who starts failing deliberately, all shadow rebellions. Here's why 95% of people will ignore this message. Accepting your shadow means admitting you're not who you pretend to be, and the ego would rather die than face that truth. But you're different. That's why you're still listening. That discomfort in your stomach, that's your shadow recognizing itself in these words. Jung's prescription wasn't elimination, but integration. Not fighting the darkness, but making it work for you. Here's how. Shadow spotting. That person who makes your blood boil. Write down exactly what you hate about them. Then ask, when have I done something similar? Dark journaling. For 7 days, write every unacceptable thought that crosses your mind. No filters, no judgment. Watch how they lose power when brought to light. Ritual expression. Had violent fantasies. Take up boxing. Sexual shadows. Channel them into art. Power hunger. Build a business. Your shadow's energy is neutral. Only its expression matters. Society will call this dangerous, because it is. A person who owns their full self can't be controlled, can't be shamed, can't be manipulated. This is why every spiritual tradition has shadow work disguised as myth. The hero confronting his dark twin, the saint wrestling with the devil, the Buddha facing Mara's temptations. They understood. Enlightenment isn't about becoming pure light, but learning to dance with your darkness. If this video unsettled you, good. That discomfort is your shadow knocking at the door of your awareness. Will you open it or spend another decade as its puppet? The choice, for the first time, is truly yours. For those ready to go deeper, our next video reveals how relationships become shadow battlegrounds, why we attract people who embody what we deny in ourselves, and how to break the cycle. Watch next, if you dare.